Hi everybody, it's Gary Gray here and thanks for coming to this video. What I want to talk about today is the Google 10 box, but I might start renaming it the Google 7 box. The 10 box relates to this area here where quite often we do a search and it brings up a little image here of the area where you're searching and a series of people who match your search term, which in this case was New York therapist. Okay, there are only 7 people here, so maybe it should be called a 7 box. Who knows? I might, redefine it. But basically, these people have got in here because, as far as Google is concerned, they're closest enough to the search term, i.e., they operate in Manhattan, okay, or New York. So therefore, they get in this box here. Now, it's not as easy as that. It does require a little bit of work. But it's something that can be done. Now, why would you want to be in here? Okay, there is a couple of reasons. The first reason is that the number of searches that may be done sort of for New York therapists, which I can go to in a moment, is phenomenal. So you're actually exposing your therapy practice to literally tens of thousands of people. It's free. This here, being in here, doesn't actually cost you anything. Being over here costs you. You choose. Over here, it costs you. Over here, it's free of charge. Okay, I know where I'd sooner be. To give you an indication of the number of times that people are actually typing in New York therapists, I'm using here, and I'm going to go to another page, the Google keyword tool, okay, which is a free tool from Google. And then what this does is it actually tells us, I've typed in the search term New York therapist, and I can see from this, 40,500 people have searched for New York therapists in September alone. For the plural, which is New York therapists, 9,900 people have searched. Okay, so add the two together, you're over 50,000 people who've searched for New York therapists. If I go back to here, that means if you're listed somewhere on here, you're exposed to 50,000 searches. That was just in September alone. So, you really need to be in here. And if I didn't mention it already, it's free. So you should be in here. Now, how do you get in here? Well, it requires a little bit of work, but it's definitely doable. Absolutely doable. Now, the reason why I'm going to show you how you can, I'm going to show you the basics of how you can get started on being in here. By following some simple steps, and I'm going to show you that on the next video, and perhaps the next 2 videos in fact. I might split it over 2 videos, but we'll see. So the most important thing that you need to do is once you finish watching this video, you'll find the link on this page somewhere. You need to click on the link, and then at the page that will be displayed, you need to put in your name and your email address. Then and only then will you be party to the free videos that I'm going to actually show you that will help you get into this area here. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent, and that is that I'm producing a course, and the course will show you in depth how to do this with guaranteed results. Now, I will be charging for that course. That said, I can give you some basics, which I'm going to be doing over the course of the next 2 videos to put you on your way to getting in here. You're under no obligation once you watch the videos to actually buy the course. If you do, that's great. If you don't, no worries. Okay, so with that said, I want to just welcome you to watching this video. I do appreciate you taking the time out to look at it. And if you want to get your website, your domain in the 10 box for your particular area, well then all you need to do is to look for the link that's on this page, put your name and your email address in there, and I will notify you when the next video is available. Before I go, I'm just showing you New York therapists here. If I type in Chicago therapists, okay, it will show me a list of Chicago therapists. And I'm looking here, look at this here. There's very few reviews that people have had. And in fact, I'll just talk about that for a moment. You don't have to have hundreds of reviews in order to get in here. Is it important? Yeah. Is it essential? No, it's not really. Let's just look at one of these. They've got 13 reviews, but let's just choose, let's say, Metropolitan Family Services, or even this one here, Metropolitan Family Services. I click on more here, I can see that obviously they've got their name, they've got their address, the telephone number, they've got some web pages here, okay, and they've got some user content that's here. There's no pictures of their organisation, which are really important. There's no reviews, which also add weight to the problem. And the only thing that they, weight to the search term, but the only thing they've got in terms of search is they've got social services organisation. That's all they've got. They haven't got like Chicago therapist or Chicago psychotherapist or Chicago licensed clinical social worker or whatever. I'll talk more about that in the next video, but if you really want your website to appear and be exposed to literally tens of thousands of searches, that's potential clients that are searching for your services. Well, you really need to be in here. So if this is free, what is this? You may or may not be aware that the people over this side of the page are actually paying to be there. If you're in here, you're not paying anything like what they're paying. You're paying nothing. They're paying something. How much are they paying? If I go to the Google AdWords tool here, which is a free tool that Google has, and I type in the search term New York therapist, which I've already done, I can see, as I said before, I've got 50,000 searches. This is the price at which people have actually paid to be over here, which is paid search. This is free. If I go back over here, they've paid. Now this is in sterling because I'm coming from Manchester, UK, which where I work from, or one of the places that I work from, and we can see from this £1.99 English sterling. £1.99 equates to about $3. So that means every time somebody clicks on that link, now obviously I'm not going to do that because it'll cost them $3, but each time somebody clicks on that link there, or that link there, or that link there, they're paying $3 for the privilege. If you're in here, you're paying nothing. Now if you want to learn how to get in here, then you're going to have to watch my next video. So as I said before, somewhere on this page, you'll find a link. Click on the link, put your name and your email address in there, and I'll send you the link when the next video is available. With that said, thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again. This is Gary Gray signing off. Thank you. Bye-bye.